Welcome in, everyone. I hope you guys are doing great wherever you're watching from today. We have some great news. President Donald Trump announced Friday morning, September 12th, when I'm filming this, they believe the person responsible for shooting and killing Charlie Kirk is in custody. President Trump announced that with a high degree of confidence bright and early this morning. This is a huge development in the case. So we're going to break it down. We're going to get into everything we know. Details are still incredibly fluid, but like I said, President Trump has said with a high degree of confidence that they believe the person responsible has been captured. And if that's true, if they finally got the right guy, because remember, they've announced this before a couple times and it turned out not to be the right guy. So let's hope this time it is the right guy. We'll take a look at President Trump's comments. Before we do, please make sure to like and subscribe. Totally free. Costs you guys absolutely nothing at all and is a huge boost to the channel. So go ahead and do that for me. Comment with your thoughts below. What do you think about the tragedy? What do you think about Charlie Kirk? Where do we go from here? How do we get better? Let me know in the comments below. Hit that notifications bell. All notifications turned on. You won't miss a single thing. And then right here, Instagram, David_Hookstead, X, D Hookstead. That's where you can find me on social media. DMs are open. Please send me any information you have you want me to look into. Now let's get into it. On Wednesday, as we know, Charlie Kirk was shot and killed at Utah Valley University at roughly 12:20 local time when a gunman climbed up on a roof roughly 200 yards away with a bolt-action rifle and fired a single shot, striking Kirk in the neck. And functionally, it was over before he hit the ground. There was nothing they were going to be able to do. I showed the video to several of my buddies who were snipers, and they all said the same thing. He might have been legally alive for a little bit, but there was nothing on the planet that was going to save him after that. Obviously, it was tragic, horrific, heartbreaking, disgusting. There's just no words that can actually sum it up. And then a massive manhunt was launched. The manhunt led to the FBI releasing photos, a single video. It is a really bizarre situation. It seemed like they lacked a lot of evidence, seemed like they lacked a whole lot of information, quite frankly. And I'll be honest with you, I thought that, quite frankly, it seemed unlikely they were going to find this guy soon. But then there was a massive break. Here we go. I'm going to throw this up on the screen. We're going to watch this. President Trump, this is a video of President Trump announcing to the world that they believe the suspect is in custody.
And I always say, I think just to protect us all, and so Fox doesn't get sued, and we all don't get sued, and everything else. But I think with a high degree of certainty, we have him in custody, right? In custody. Everyone did a great job. We worked with the local police, the governor. Everybody did a great job. You know, getting somebody that you start off with absolutely nothing. And we started off with a clip that made him look like an ant that was almost useless. We just saw there was somebody up there. And so much work has been done over the last 2.5 days. You know, it's amazing, actually, when you start off with that and then all of a sudden you get lucky or talent or whatever it is. But
so there is President Trump announcing to the world that the suspect responsible for killing Charlie Kirk has been taken into custody. We do not know the details of this. We do not know exactly how he was caught or captured. All we know right now is that the suspect has been taken down, has been arrested, according to the President of the United States, with a high degree of confidence. That is what the President of the United States is saying. Now, this comes after there was a press conference on Thursday night where, quite frankly, it was embarrassing the lack of information that the feds had. And I'm not knocking the state police. I'm not knocking anybody, but this is pretty much, I'll show you pretty much what they had at the time that they released it to everybody. Let me put this up here. This was the new information. They showed this video. Let me put this on the screen and play it for you. This is a video you're going to see here. This is a video from the FBI. And in this video, you're going to see him running across the roof here. And then he jumps down off the roof. This is post-shooting. And then takes off running. So that's like, what, a 15, 20-foot drop? And he just jumps down the roof. I can't tell if that's his backpack there or if he has his backpack on. I mean, the video footage the FBI has, and it's not the FBI's fault, it's just what the school had for surveillance cameras, isn't too great. So this is what they have. See, you can see him right here. Looks like he's got something in his hands, but honestly, I can't tell what it is. And he's going to make this drop with complete ease and then just run right off without anybody noticing. See, he's running here. He's coming up to this road. Very, very, very. And then these were the new photos that were released. So as you can see here, he's got an American flag shirt on with an eagle right here. They made a point that he was going out of his way to not touch the railings or anything, purposely making sure that his prints weren't picked up. If this is the same guy that they have in custody. So it's a horrible situation. There's no other way to sum it up. It is brutality of the highest order. It is shocking. It is heartbreaking. It just shocks you to your soul that a man in this country was just exercising his freedom of speech to share his political opinions and was killed for it. That's not who this country is. That's not what we're supposed to be about. The freedom to exchange ideas is one of the best things about this country. And I want to say this too. You got a lot of people out there right now who have just spun up narratives in their head about what happened and have spun up narratives that the person had X, Y, and Z motives. You heard stories about what was written on the bullets that later turned out not to really be true. I would encourage everyone to wait for the facts about who the suspect is, about everything we know. Because if you just push a narrative without having the full set of facts, you might end up looking like an idiot, and it's going to look like you were just using this for attention. I don't know exactly why this person did what they did. I doubt the FBI even knows that right now. I know there's been a ton of rumors, and many of those have already been debunked. So it really is just a shocking event. It shocks you to your soul. It shocks you to your core. And there's really no other way to sum it up. Our prayers remain with Charlie's wife and family. Our prayers remain with all of his friends, everyone who knew him. I knew a ton of people who were close with Charlie. I personally was not close with Charlie. I did have a couple, well, probably not worth getting into, but I personally was not close friends with Charlie Kirk. And even I can look at this situation and see the horror of it for what it is. And I think Charlie, over the years, got better at what he did, refined what he did, grew up as we all do, and matured as we all do. And he did not deserve that at all, not even a little bit. And it is a sad sign of the place we're in right now as a country when you can't even go to a college campus and be safe. So I will update you as we know more information. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. What do you think about this situation? Please, please, please let me know in the comments. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Totally free. Cost you guys absolutely nothing. Hit that bell. all notifications turn on. And then right here, Instagram, David_Hookstead, X D Hookstead. That's where you can find me on social media. I'll see you all next time.